Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for Thanksgiving Throwdown, presented by New England Wrestling Alliance here in Worcester, Massachusetts. You're going to love this show. It's going to be amazing. I'm the Daily.
I'm the Fat Jedi.
I'm Yikes.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We got 7 matches on the card for you. It's going to be the most action-packed pay-per-view we've had since the last pay-per-view.
And that's saying something right there, Daly.
Yes, it is, Jedi.
Coming out, starting to kick things off, it's the solo player himself, Kirito.
This is the final
Big Ham match.
Yes, qualifying match. So he'll be taking on Rex Chapel, the man who has just been damaging everyone with that sledgehammer of his.
He's been breaking balls about it all the time now. I mean, literally. We literally have a urologist on staff at all times with us now.
Just to make sure.
Just in case.
The other contenders have aptly nicknamed him Rex the Nutcracker Chapel.
A very apt name. And here he comes, ladies and gentlemen. He's got the Nutcracker with him. Oh, he goes for the lower back instead that time.
Oh, goes for the headshot. Kirito moves out of the way.
Oh, Rex with the reversal here. Comes in. DDT in the corner. And then he poses.
He started off strong. Let's see if we can keep it going.
The crowd settles in for what's sure to be a bloody, bloody match.
Huge strike to the lower back.
As usual, these guys will go straight to a knockout instead of a pin or a submission. Kirito dodges out of the way of that Nutcracker shot. Oh, off the ring. Kirito with the sledgehammer. He goes for it, but Rex dives out of the way. There it is.
Boom.
The first one of the night.
But Kirito bounces back like nothing happened whatsoever. What is his secret?
Noodles. I think it's noodles.
What? Kirito finally enters the ring, leaving Rex Chapel on the outside.
What a lovely ring it is, too. The art department's really gone all out for this one.
Yeah. Unlike a couple of the pay-per-views in the past where it's just been like some child's drawing. Kirito dives out of the ring.
Tried to hit Rex, but is punished for it severely.
Yeah, there was sends him great.
All the way towards the stairs.
I think he was aiming for the stairs, but Kirito wove out of the way.
It looks like he barely tripped over.
Calling upon the dark powers that he so dearly loves.
Rex is calling for an early ending in this match. I mean, he has been, he's had the upper hand this entire time. And still has the upper hand.
And there's a knee to the ribs. Kirito
sends him right back outside of the ring.
Really thinking about things.
Rex keeps threatening to come out to the outside.
Gives him a little slap and throws him back inside the ring.
Brings him back in the hard way. Drops the elbow on him right after. But Kirito snaps right back up like nothing happened.
Well, he's got to get something going here or he's never going to survive. Much less knockout. Oh, bro bump in the center.
Caught by Rex and dropped hard.
Straight to his back.
Kirito still trying to get right back to his feet. Rex is not giving him a moment of rest.
Absolutely relentless in his pursuit of that Big Ham champion.
DDT from Kirito. Explosive offense. The kid comes across the ring in lightning fast speed.
Stomps Rex.
Oh, another double foot stomp. Kirito with those leg strikes.
Goes for the kick to the head.
Another huge DDT from Rex. Kirito tries to roll to the outside. Rex grabs him up and stops him.
Sent into the corner. Kirito is in a bad position here, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, right into the post. That is so damaging to the shoulder.
Throws him up. Drops him down.
It's gonna be that's bad for the shoulder. After getting thrown into the post. Oh!
Kirito's busted open.
Blood on the mat.
Kirito is seeing his own blood here. Will it change anything?
Rex
Or
is
will
setting
Rex
something up.
Will Rex continue to just barrel through him?
Kirito powers his way out of it.
Oh!
Gives that kick to the side of the temple.
Rex rolls to the outside, and Kirito takes a moment for meditation. Oh, Rex catches him.
Quick kick.
Kirito comes back with a spear and
Up
flips
and over.
over.
Lands directly on Rex.
Kirito, after seeing his blood, is coming back
Oh, he
here.
missed with the spin.
But drives him right over, drops him on his back. Rex dodges the kick, brings him up, slams down, trying to take out his best weapon, his legs.
And again, kicks to the head.
Stomp to the head.
Rex grabs the stairs.
Historically, a terrible, terrible move to do in a big ham, or any match thereof.
Yeah, it has never worked out for much of anybody.
And proof again. Kirito with a quick move.
Kirito, DDT.
Drops Rex on his dome. Kirito backing off. I think he's going for the Nutcracker.
He's got the sledgehammer, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, missed his head.
I think that was, right to the dick. Kirito, Rex is getting a taste of his
Kirito's
own
just
medicine.
looking at him for a
Another
second.
one.
He doesn't understand the power that he's wielding.
Oh, continues.
Hey, checking the stats on the Nutcracker. +5 testicular damage.
Spin.
Oh! The black sword connects.
Let's see that
Beautiful
one more
replay.
time. Great camera angle. Wish we had better camera angles. Oh, what is he? Oh! Oh!
One
That's
dick
insulting.
stomp.
Sends him into the barricade. Rex starts to fight back. Gives
Huge
Kirito a
DDT.
DDT. Rex has been going to that DDT quite often.
How much more damage Kirito can sustain to his head?
I don't know. Spinning
Rex
knee.
with a fast move out of the way.
Attacking the legs again of Kirito.
If you can't stand on the leg, you can't swing that
Again
black
with
sword.
the stairs.
Oh!
Kirito with the move.
Oh!
He eats it again.
Directly to the chin.
Kirito dives back into the ring, trying to get out of the way.
The ref trying to catch up. I don't even know why we have a referee.
I'm not entirely
Huge
sure.
rising knee as
They're
Rex got
just
back
there.
inside the ring.
The ref seems to only be there to confirm. Oh!
Rex is wide open.
Hey, he just broke his jaw.
Will this? He's setting up the black sword again. Will this be the finish right here, ladies and gentlemen? Hero comeback. No. Rex is still awake.
That rung his bell, though. He
He-
dropped like a sack of potatoes right there.
He is very used to the punishment that comes with a big ham match.
That's
so-
true. That is true. But Rex fights back. Kirito dodges. And, since Kirito has been broken open, nothing has really slowed him down. A few flashes of light from Rex, but yeah, this is just
Driving
punishment here.
elbows into the front and back of Rex Chapel.
What is
Kirito
Kirito doing?
I-
I think he just remembered what match he was actually in.
Oh,
Rex with a power move there.
Huge punch to the side of the
Neck
neck.
to the neck.
Oh, boots him in the face. But
I think
Kirito
Rex is
refused.
just trying to hit him hard to just finally knock him senseless.
He's putting every last bit of his energy into every strike, which could turn out absolutely horrible for him.
It could. It could. He could burn himself out here. Rex goes up
Again,
the
a
ropes.
historically bad idea.
Terrible idea. Oh!
Oh, right right on the ass.
Gets back. Oh.
Another one.
Those knees
Kirito
driven directly into the chin of Rex
sets
Chapel.
up the black sword. No, he goes for the power bomb. That's it.
Wow.
He finished off Woo-Rilla with that same power bomb.
Kirito is showing he's not a one-trick pony.
No, not at all.
Rex has been an absolute beast, but apparently that's what Kirito excels at, taking out beasts.
Jeez. That black sword, I'm surprised that did not finish the match.
Big Ham Champ has his hands full whenever Kirito comes into the ring.
That's going to be later tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Kirito will now be taking on TV Kid for the Big Ham Championship. Get somebody to look at that cut, Kirito.
Throw some super glue on it.
Oh, Kirito is deciding to. Is he going after Rex again?
What?
He's got the
Like
nutcracker.
He's gonna throw a little vindication on his man.
Oh!
Right in the bum.
And the dick.
I think this might be for every
And the
single
dick.
person in that locker room back
Oh,
there.
yeah. This is for Mr. M. This is for.
The crowd is on their feet, loving it.
Kirito spinning back kick. Completely finishing off Rex there.
Might have snapped his neck.
I don't know. And he's going to think about it for a moment. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for match number 2. This is a tag team match. We've got the Union.
Haven't seen these two in the ring as a pair for a little while.
No, but they have been quite active with the company.
Whose company? Our company?
Yeah.
The company?
Yeah, the company. The company.
Ah.
They've been working with the man? Is that what
Yeah.
you're saying?
Yeah, it's a thing.
Well, they, do dabble with the dark gods and whatnot, so.
It's mostly for protection.
So they're being protected. Are they witnesses? Because they're doing
No.
a horrible job at keeping a low profile.
No. They find out about things and they let the man know that bad things are going to come. It just so happens that they're the ones also setting off the bad things. But,
Oh, okay. So it's a villainous control thing.
yeah,
Like taking on these two poor sacrificial lambs.
Yeah.
This
T-Top,
could be their
seriously?
moment.
Like, you always would hope that, and they always. You got to admit, they have some endurance and resiliency. These two get beaten to a pulp every single match.
They put on a great show, and that's why, Biff has kept them around. Because they always seem like they could just barely win that match. It's like, Baki.
It's almost there, just can't finish. Oh, and the T-Tops drop the Union right away.
Wow! T-Top's showing some aggression here this week. Boomer with
Absolutely
the knees.
bringing the devastation right
I
now.
think they've caught the Union off guard.
Yeah.
Oh, quick slap to Hawk.
And just like that, the Union is back in control.
On the outside, I believe that's Lance.
I believe you are correct.
Okay. He's taking on Boomer out there. Hitting him pretty hard, keeping him occupied. What is Percy
Hawk
doing?
just catching the boots.
I've not seen a move like that from Percy. But once again, the T-Tops seemingly getting themselves in control.
Oh, Lance
holy the
spears Boomer into the ring. Drives his knee into his face as he's getting up. And gets absolutely... Oh, no! Reverses
quick
it.
knee gets out of it while Hawk continues to be devastated in the ring.
Percy swings to the outside, taking on Boomer as well now. 2-on-1 situation. No! The Union
spinning kick.
They wanted to swap it up a little
switching
bit.
up the partners here.
Confuse them, keep them on their toes.
Hawk with the reversal.
DDT outside the ring. Boomer dazed.
Oh!
Lance launches Hawk.
Into the
Yes.
barricade.
Percy into the sending Boomer back into the barricade a second time.
Hawk brings him up.
Oh!
Drives
that
him
is
down
hard.
onto his knee.
But he did not have the eyes in the back of his head. He was unable to see Percy sneaking up behind him.
Quick shoulder check. Hawk seems to be in control of the ring.
Lance
for
stops
about
him from
a
picking him up.
second.
Oh, dropped on the back of his head hard.
Body to body
Lance.
drives him down.
Showing off his power here.
Backs off,
Union.
lets Percy handle Boomer.
Union showing off their speed, their athleticism.
Hawk up and over the ring.
Fast hands! Everyone loves the fast hands.
Hawk just crosses him.
Boomer catches Percy. Oh, Lance.
Percy on
Right.
his feet,
Oh.
driven back down to the ground.
Oh, Hawk sent all the way to the outside. Union clearly in control of this match.
Oh, he's stretching out Boomer.
He's going for it. No, Boomer works his way out of it. Percy sneaks over, hits the back of the leg. Oh, just drags Boomer straight to the ground.
Smashes his face onto the ring a few times.
Lance setting for Hawk.
DDT.
Oh,
Percy
stretching
going to
Boomer out
stretch on there
again.
again.
Another DDT. Hawk broken open.
Percy with a crazy floating kick in the ring. I had to take a moment to figure out what I just saw. Power bomb! How the hell did Lance do that?
Percy setting up his own.
Oh, Lance up and over the ropes.
Picks him up. Drives him down onto his knee.
Senton. One gut shot after another.
Goes for the pin.
One, two. Oh,
Just
just
a two. After two
Oh,
huge
Just
slams.
stay down.
Lance goes for the pin. One, two.
Still
Just
a
a
two.
two count.
Drives Hawk down to the ground.
Hawk thinks he's getting back in the ring to help out, but he's in no shape for this.
Oh,
Hawk
reverses.
with a quick reverse.
Boomer sent to the outside. Lance turns his attention to Hawk. Oh, great neck breaker. Keeping him off his balance the entire time. Spinning back kick. What is...
He's concussed.
What did Percy do? Boomer comes back in the ring. Everyone, the Union just ignored Hawk for a moment. Let him
he's
lay
not
there.
Going anywhere. Let him bleed for a
Just
second.
slams Boomer down with disrespect.
Absolute
Huge
disrespect.
kicks. Huge clothesline. Hawk's on the mat.
Boomer is starting to get back to his feet.
Gets a little
Hawk
help.
up and over the ropes.
Another clothesline. Ducks under.
Huge kick.
Oh! Sweet chin music right there.
1, 2.
Just a two.
What?
Boomer is indestructible. That's his superpower right there.
He's got to be.
That's the reason that he's in N.E.W.A. His endurance is out of this world. Both of these two, they're just... Oh, huge drop kick over his tag partner.
Oh, Hawk, but Hawk starts to come back.
Holds on.
Just has enough together.
To get flipped back inside the ring.
Throws him in.
Union got tired. That's the only explanation
Hawk
that I've
off
got.
the top, meets
Oh!
the knees.
Eats the knees. Hawk up and just huge. Lands him hard.
T-tops again, starting to get.
Got
wrap
the
up.
roll up. No. Hawk
Goes
broken
up.
up by Hawk. Oh,
Union,
miscommunication.
what are you doing?
Miscommunication right there, ladies and gentlemen.
Just like that, the T-Tops are in control. Oh, Boomer. Huge kick to the head.
I think Boomer overestimated here. Oh!
Oh, head right to the side of the apron. Hawk in control outside for the moment, but the Union regroups.
The numbers game again. What is Percy doing? Oh! Lance setting up in the ring. It's Boomer up and the power bomb. Will this be enough? Will this put the match away? Will the Union win right here? 1, 2, 3. Oh!
Just a
Last
2.
second,
Oh
Boomer
my God.
manages to kick. How much more can he possibly take? He's on his feet.
He's barely on his feet. Oh, he's found a second. No, he did not.
Huge kick to the back of the head. Puts him face down on the mat.
Hawk breathing hard,
Puts
makes
it,
it to his
locks
feet.
in the submission here. Percy's going for it. Oh, but Boomer refuses to quit here. Hawk sent up into that power
Huge
bomb
power
again.
bomb. Oh, the chop.
That chop. That is a ridiculous chop. Going
Goes
for the pin.
again.
1, 2.
Boomer.
Just a 2.
What is going?
Kicks.
Boomer cannot be defeated. No.
Oh! Percy broken open.
Hawk showing off
Throwing
some.
some offense.
But again, the numbers just are working against the T-Tops this entire time.
Only one of them can seem to get a foothold
Oh!
going at a time.
What a stunner. Lance setting up. What is he going to hit? Oh, just throws him up and over.
Boomer back in.
Lance
And
goes for the
back
pin.
down.
1,
Decides to go for Hawk
2,
instead.
3.
Good decision.
Hawk gives up the ghost. Boomer still trying to crawl to his feet.
Wow. Boomer was just unable to be pinned or submitted that entire match. And the first pin attempt on Hawk, done.
He was an absolute machine. You could not keep Boomer down.
No.
Makes
no.
you think Boomer might want to try some singles action. He may actually be able to get something done because the only other endurance we've seen to match his is Jacob.
Yeah. Yes.
I mean, he's got no style, no technique, no
Nothing.
idea what he's doing, but man, he can take a beating.
He'll keep getting back up. But congratulations, Union. Putting an exclamation point on that match. All right, welcome back from commercial, ladies and gentlemen. Now it's time for some singles action.
Here comes Dave Love.
The man that everyone loves, Dave Love.
And he loves to love, and he's just boogieing down, taking his time. No reason to rush.
None whatsoever. This
Shaking
man,
that big booty.
this man is ready for a party wherever he goes.
He is the loveliest of all Daves.
Of course he is. Other Daves wish they could be as much of a Dave as Dave Love.
The crowd, not so much into his shenanigans.
That's because they're not Daves. Daves would love this.
This is true.
Daves would love Dave Love.
Also because Dave Love confiscated all their weed and smoked it backstage. So, the crowd, not really into him.
Yeah, still have not heard back about Uncle Freddie showing up anytime soon from his injuries with the Reaper. So we have no timetable on him coming back yet.
Well, until then, we wish him well. And here comes Doom, the other competitor in this absolute hoss match.
Yes. Doom. Doom, doom, doom. Yes,
Earl's
that's
a
right.
fan.
Earl loves him.
How could you not? Those spandex.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what Earl loves about him. You're looking good in them spandex.
That's Arthur's favorite part as well.
Yeah. At the same time, Arthur will not approach Doom. Arthur has a thing about masks.
He's just not that horny.
Fair enough. Fair enough. It's also why Dragon has never been, approached backstage.
Propositioned. Yeah.
So that's the secret.
Yep. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we've got Dave
Let's get into
Love.
this Hoss hoedown.
Somebody
Take it
wakes
on
Dave
Doom.
up out of the corner.
Bell's rung, and the guys are testing each other out here.
Oh, quick knee. Doom moves out of it.
Doom hoists Dave up onto his shoulders and gives him a good old flapjack.
They almost took out the ref with that move, too.
I mean, these are some big boys.
Yeah, there's only about half a ring to maneuver in.
Yeah, they don't have much room for them. Oh, fast hands from Doom. Catching
Huge
Dave
strike.
Love sleeping. Dave is coming out with his usual play it slow and see where we go.
It's worked for him countless times before.
It has that in his size.
Mostly his size.
Oh!
A big slap.
Fast
Cash hands from Dave Love.
Dave's starting to get himself into the match now. It's like, you want violence? I'll give you violence.
I was trying to be cool, man.
Oh, Dave is going right back to it again. Striking blows across his face, right across the bridge of of Doom's nose. And then blows him a kiss.
The disrespect Dave shows when you get on Dave's bad side.
It's not good.
Look what
not
happened to
good.
Santa.
I know.
Right?
Actually, don't look at what happened to Santa.
Yeah, please don't.
That's brutal imagery.
But do watch the video.
Yes. Always check out New England Wrestling Alliance.
Hard hammer fist from Doom.
Dave slides to the outside and tells him to suck it.
Dave Love.
I think he was actually talking to Earl right there.
Oh.
Just a little wrap up.
Dave slips over the top. Reverse DDT. Doom slides to the outside. Frowns
Crowd's
his fans.
certainly on it. Oh, never mind. That's all thumbs down. That's all thumbs
never
down
mind.
for Doom.
Well, it is his fans.
Trying to grab the ref. What are you doing? Speaking of which, what's
stalking
going on
each
with
other.
these black and white striped refs?
Yeah, I
I've never
don't-
seen.
Well,
thought-
okay, so we needed some sponsor money, okay?
Oh, and speaking of the ref, he eats it along with Doom.
You know how we've had to do the elimination chambers at WWE events?
Of course.
Well, they said that one of our pay-per-views this year had to have their officials out. So we've got them for this show.
Fair enough.
Fair enough. Huge slam.
So we stick him in with the two biggest guys on
Of
our
course.
roster. Fair enough.
Absolutely. Oh. Doom fighting back against Dave Love. Fast hands from Doom. Those are some clubbing blows.
No, they're not. I heard no bass beat behind it. There was no into the corner. Oh, reverse elbow.
Bro
Dave
bump.
just strike after strike onto Doom.
Picking up and flapjacks him down.
Flapjack of his own. It's a callback to the beginning of this match.
Grabs him by
away.
the non-existent hair.
Oh! Dave Love! Oh, Doom!
Oh, series
Dave
of
Love!
rising
What
uppercuts.
is this?
Oh,
my God!
Dave,
What
is
this?
Dave going
Dave's
up
going
to the top, bro?
This
What
is a
a
bad
se-
idea.
Oh,
my God!
What a series of events, ladies and
The
gentlemen.
crowd
has-
I think he just teabagged him too.
This kind of action only happens here in New England Wrestling Alliance.
I will
Dave
say
Love's
that
up, burning hammer.
the crowd has certainly switched to Dave Love's side.
Dave goes
Is
for the
this
pin.
gonna be it?
One, Oh,
No,
just a
one
one count.
Dave surprised, just a 1 count after all that damage.
Wow.
Noom getting up slow.
Dave catches him from behind, lifts him up, and pile driver.
Oh, his neck.
Oh, dear God.
I'm surprised his horns didn't get stuck in the mat on that one.
Dave goes for the pin. 1, 2, 3.
And that is it. Man. Dave just showed
Dave.
some power there. Had enough of it.
Yes. Both men just showing the absolute fortitude of busting out of those clotheslines over and over again, and then the burning hammer, and then the pile driver. Oh, right into the mat.
Yeah, that was it right
I'm
there.
surprised that didn't kill him. Wait,
Definitely
is he okay?
seeing all tweet. Yeah, no, there's some
Yeah,
twitching.
there's some,
movement
you
there.
know, he signed a waiver. It's okay.
He's from the Neververse.
well, he's already gone, so
A portal opened. And
Get him out quickly.
Yeah.
they push you under the ring.
Under the ring.
Yeah.
There's a pit under there.
It's like Sweeney Todd's barber chair.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very
Great.
odd.
Great.
There we go.
There we go. Good job, guys.
Cameraman with the
Congratulations,
thumb on the
Dave
camera.
Love.
Just an absolute slugfest between those two.
It's time for the Elimination Chamber for the Chowdah Championship. Brought to you by your grandmama's clam.
Chowdah.
It's chunky. But the champions coming out first.
Omata Kita taking a place in one of the pods.
Right away.
Fairly smart move, but going into the Chowdah Championship as the champion, statistically speaking, you have a better chance of walking back out with the belt, as odd as that seems, and it's
Should
simply
not.
a chance of getting into the pods and hoping to come out last.
We have named three Chowdah champions at an Elimination Chamber. And one of them was the first time we crowned anybody.
Yes, absolutely. That was an amazing match as it is. But these just keep getting crazier and crazier.
These guys, they just keep upping the ante every 6 weeks, or 7 weeks, by stepping in to this absolute torture device. And week after week, putting their bodies on the line in a triple threat match.
Just for a chance to try and get a chance at the championship belt.
I can't believe it.
I honestly think that's just a sick game that Biff came up with. And here comes Arthur Morgan.
Rootin'ous, tootin'ous cowboy in the wild, wild west.
Backdoor buckaroo himself. Now, Arthur has walked out of here many times with the belt around his waist. He is no stranger to being the Chowdah champion.
He
No,
can
he is
slip in
not.
unheard and unseen and just put it away.
He has won the championship 3 times already. Just checking the math on that. Yeah.
Fact checking. Why we don't fact check?
More than 3. Yeah. He has held the belt 3 times already.
What? Whose belt?
No, that's a different count altogether.
Oh, I was going to say, I think your numbers are low. He's not a rookie. But looking rugged and moving straight into his pod.
This is the second time that Oma's held the championship. Let's see if there's anybody else coming out here that, has held this belt before.
And what do you know?
Look at that.
Oma Takeda's arch nemesis or rival anyway. I don't think there's any bad blood between them. They just like beating the crap out of each other. It's Rob P.
Just last week, Oma won this belt. So
Rob E hoping for the added distraction of everybody else being able to, walk away with this again.
it would be wonderful for him because it would be the second time he held it. Sorry, Slight correction, this is the third time that Oma has held the belt. So he's tied with Arthur Morgan as holding this belt the most.
So this is literally going to be a match of champions.
So yeah, we've got 3 champions in here right now. Just gonna look over
Crowd is on its feet, giving love to Robbie.
my notes for a second. Yeah, there's, look, there might be a few other champions. I don't, former champions.
Into the pot he goes as we bring out the next competitor.
Kind of a lukewarm crowd right now. No one's really cheering.
Well, they're just waiting up.
Here he comes, TJ Ghost. Another former champion.
Unbelievable. This is going to be an intense match.
All right.
I mean, somebody's going to get knocked the F out during this match. I'm saying it now. Somebody's getting knocked the F out because there's just too much power walking into the ring already.
Already.
I can absolutely see some destruction, some pain, much more in the future.
And a terrified referee right now.
Yes, definitely.
Glad
Now-
we got those substitutes in.
Yeah, I'm glad that the
When even the
WWE
N.E.W.A
saw it.
refs are like, no.
No, we're good. Not that match. As Ghost enters the ring. Is he headed into the last pod, I believe? And the lights go back out.
Yes, as TJ enters the last pod. I mean, that, for anybody who comes in
Yeah.
next, that's rough to look at. Seeing these 4 competitors standing there just waiting to come in, knowing they're fresh. That's intimidating right there.
Definitely. You got to be hopeful to be either stay away from your opponent for a while. Oh, it's TA, another former
Yet
champion.
Another champion.
Starting off inside the ring.
But, he's got his green power smoke going on. He won't feel anything for the next 10 minutes anyway.
That's true. At least the next 10 minutes. He probably should have kept the mask on during the matches. It probably would help with the head injuries.
Possibly, but it's hard to breathe.
Okay, fair enough.
Helmets have historically saved many of our wrestlers from catastrophic damage.
Yes. Outside of the ring.
As opposed to the Big Ham Championship, which we fully endorse and knocks people the F out
Yes.
every single match. That can't be good on the brain.
Uh,
That much
They signed
damage.
waivers.
Fair enough.
I've seen how they party backstage. That's the
I
least of their
guarantee you there
worries.
is not as much below the waist damage behind the stage as there is in the ring. I
You
mean,
haven't been to
Morgan
Arthur's neck of the
notwithstanding,
woods.
You haven't been to Arthur's parties lately, then. There's a lot of damage. TA comes in. Who's the last one to enter the ring here?
And it's Vaughn.
Oh, it's Vaughn.
This is quite the match.
Another former champion.
It is a tournament of champions right now.
Every single person in this match has held the champion. Am I right?
Yes.
Yes.
At least once.
Wow.
We've got a 2-time champion, another 2-time, and 2 3-time champions in here. Everyone else has held it at least once.
Who's your favorites?
Oddly enough, Vaughn. Vaughn and
This is good. This is too close for me to make a prediction. There's just far too many titans of the ring in there right now. It could go any way.
It could.
Absolutely go
It
any
could.
way.
I see this going as another exchange between Robbie and Oma.
oh, all right. Vaughn's got words for the champion. And for Arthur Morgan. And then a stare down on everyone else.
He didn't really say anything to Arthur. He just kind of winked at him.
Well, that's the challenge.
Skull joke towards TJ Ghost.
All right, we're kicking things off here. Oh! Vaughn takes out the ref and TA immediately.
Welcome to Pandora, everybody.
Starting off strong.
Ducks under. And arm drag. Vaughn is definitely starting off really strong here.
TA getting absolutely manhandled.
Thrown to the far corner. And then eats a fist. TA is done with that. Oh, but Vaughn catches TA after a failed Superman punch.
Oh, huge shoulder bump.
But Vaughn right back to his feet. Oh, that one connected.
Nice
series
maneuvers.
of kicks there. That was beautiful.
Out comes the Ghost.
TA just putting the boots on Vaughn right now.
Behind TA.
Lets him finish what he's doing to Vaughn.
Whatever he's doing.
No reason to interrupt it.
No, he doesn't see a reason for that yet. Oh, that is brutal. And Ghost goes for the pin here, pissing off TA immediately.
Trying to steal the kill there, as it were.
I guess so. Clothesline. Mighty clothesline.
TJ takes control of the ring.
He continues working over Vaughn. TA gets to his feet.
TA with the fast hands.
Series of fast punches.
TA not wanting to waste any time, trying
Goes
to
for the
eliminate
pin
somebody
himself.
before another competitor comes in.
Oh,
Ghost kick to the back of the
Almost
head. Here
in.
comes the champ.
and here comes the champ. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, right away, just nails TA with a clothesline.
Vaughn and TJ go at it. Vaughn eats a turnbuckle.
Eats a lot of it there. Oh, it's
goes
still
for a
going.
pin.
Oh, broken up by, I think Vaughn getting thrown into them broke it up there.
Oh, right onto that metal surface on the outside.
That is steel plate, ladies and gentlemen. No padding whatsoever.
Omar throws in the submission. TA works his way right out of it. We're about to have 5 men in the ring.
Ghost continues working over Vaughn.
Oh! Heard his head bounce all the way out here.
Ghost against the outside steel.
Oh!
Rob B
He's come out here.
coming in.
Goes directly to the outside. What is he
Immediately
doing?
Showing off his acrobatics.
That is just purely out there to show off. That's all.
Oh! That was not, however. Opens up Vaughn wide.
Ghost throws him back inside the ring.
TA
Seems
heads
like-
out towards Vaughn.
Seems like everybody's getting upset to be their beatings of Vaughn being interrupted. That's pretty.
I guess so.
Everybody's taking their
TA
turn
gets
pretty
yeah.
much.
Vaughn up. What is
Oh.
he planning? Oh!
Robbie's jumping up to the second. He's bringing down the
Drops the hammer.
fist.
Vaughn getting pinned here. The ref taking his time getting over there.
Oma blocking him. Out comes Arthur Morgan. All competitors
1,
in the match now.
2, 3. Vaughn
Vaughn
is
is
out.
Arthur Morgan dragging Ghost out of the ring to his own private little corner. I think he's got some got a bone to pick with him.
He's going for the pin.
Wraps him
1,
up.
2. No. Reversed. 1.
Just a
Nope,
one count
Arthur's
on
been in that
Arthur.
position before, knows how to get out of it.
Robbie to the top. Robbie all the way to the top. Oma back to his feet. Misses Oma.
Slams Robbie into the cage.
Arthur Morgan throws Ghost back into the ring. TA continuing to try and get at Arthur Morgan.
Oh,
Finally gets a
huge-
hold of him.
Oh, TA with the spins him out. Clothesline.
Raw B with a flying knee.
Robbie and Omar having their own little war on the outside there.
As per usual, the two Titans are going head to head.
TA misses with the super kick to Ghost, and Ghost takes full advantage of it.
Arthur Morgan sitting back and just watching everybody.
Big boot to Arthur Morgan.
Just
Three
makes
bodies
a pile
in the ring.
of bodies inside the ring.
Robbie on the top. Who's his target?
I'm not even sure.
I think he went for Ghost but missed his distance.
Oh, Ghost locks in.
Huge claw.
It's the claw.
Robbie trying to get out of it.
He does.
Breaks free.
He breaks free eventually.
Arthur throws TA outside.
Oh,
the
a
ring.
huge slam.
And then goes into the submission.
Flips Ghost.
Oma comes back
Power
into the
of
ring.
Robbie's legs is amazing.
Oma waiting. Goes after
Oh, wow.
Ghost.
TA drops Arthur hard outside. Goes
What?
for the pin.
No. Robbie, Oma goes for the pin. 1, 2, 3.
That is it. Ghost is out. Robbie is waiting for Oma. Grabs him right up.
We have 2 3-time champions and a 2-time champion and a 1-time champion.
TA.
1, 2. Arthur kicks out.
And it takes much more to keep Arthur Morgan pinned.
We could see a new champion here. Or Oma can become the first 4-time champion. Or a tie for 3-time champions between 3 people. So many possibilities. Well, really, there's only 4, but
Arthur
Looks like he's
enjoying the
just
show.
Waiting for a second. Oh, goes after Rob B.
they switch up partners.
Drop
Series of
Robbie
strikes.
straight to
Oh.
his back.
Oma goes for the pin on TA. 1, 2. Just
he
a
kicks.
2 count.
Rob B staggers to his feet. Arthur
Arthur
waiting.
up.
Oh!
Goes for the pin. 1.
Huge flying fist.
Broken up by TA. That's weird. Normally, these things aren't
Shoulder drag.
broken up.
Robbie drops down. Huge fist.
TA and Rob B ignoring each other in favor of working on their respective opponents.
Oma sends TA into the corner hard. Robbie
Oh,
goes
going
for the pin. 1.
Just a 1 count.
Oma switches up and goes right after. Oma seems to be willing to allow Robbie to stay in this match for as long as possible. Oma goes for the pin here. 1, 2. Just a 2 count. Arthur refuses
Cheering
to
him
give
on.
up.
Oma grabbing up TA.
Drops him right on his head.
Arthur crawling over.
Goes for the pin. 1, 2, 3.
Arthur
it.
takes
TA
out
is
TA.
That's
Robbie trying to pin
ridiculous.
on Oma.
1, 2. Oma kicks out.
Well, I mean, he let him sleep there for about 5 minutes before the ref got to counting.
Robbie.
Oh, Arthur rocked hard.
Robbie with a series of strikes here. Will that be enough to put out Arthur Morgan? 1, 2, 3. Oh
it.
no,
The
it's just a
Wrangler's
2.
out.
It's just a 2 count.
Oh my goodness, I thought he was done.
Oma just, wow, that back elbow strike.
Dropped him like a sack of potatoes.
Oma goes for the pin on Robbie. What? No, not even a 1.
Even a 1 count.
Wow. Did
Oma a little pouty over being interrupted.
Oh, right back to his feet. Ducks under, takes out the ref. Wow.
What
Oma
a
with
match.
cat-like
What
reflexes
a
right there.
match, ladies
Oma
and
goes
gentlemen.
after Arthur, leaving Robbie stranded in the center of the ring with the ref.
Taking a moment
Most
to
dangerous
recover.
place to be right now.
I'm not sure if that was
Oh,
a miss or if
I
that was
don't-
strategic, getting out of Arthur's way.
It was fancy either
It
way.
looked like some sort of horribly
One,
executed
two.
dodge.
Oh, just a 2 count. Arthur refuses to give up here.
Just shoves Arthur.
1, just 2, 3.
Hitting
Oh,
like pounding in the face.
Oma tries to hype up the crowd for a second, and Robbie from nowhere.
Doesn't let anybody get a moment of rest.
None whatsoever. Robbie drops the leg on Oma.
Arthur
Goes for the
trying to get
pin.
to his feet.
1, 2, no.
Oma kicks again.
Arthur
making
Morgan.
his move.
Gets Robbie up. Plants him hard. 1, 2, 3.
Robbie eliminated by Arthur Morgan. Arthur turns his sights to Oma.
Both of the 3-time champions are left in the ring. We're walking out of here with a 4-time champion, ladies and gentlemen.
Oma determined to be him.
Arthur still having just enough wherewithal to keep coming back.
Arthur's gonna make sure he gets his fill of all the rolling around and wrestling before this match is over.
Starts working over shoulder and arm area. Oma popped right back to his feet.
Quick strikes. Rising
Huge knee.
Pulls him in. Oh, he's going for the pile driver.
Oh!
Will that be enough? Goes for the pin.
Arthur
1,
has to be out
2,
out cold.
That is
3.
done right there. Oma Takeda, your 4-time Chowdah Champion.
First ever 4-time champion. Well, no, he's still the 3-time. Damn it, he's still the 3-time champion. But he retains it. Walked in the champion, came out the champion. No celebration on the 4-time champion stuff, okay?
Well, whatever. Anyways.
Yeah. Congratulations, Oma. So much action in here.
First man in, last man out.
Oh,
Unbelievable. And see, this is why we do this in the alternate venue, because the cleanup after this is going to be insane.
that's exactly right, Jedi.
That's just from the crowd pooping itself.
We can't allow Earl to physically be there.
No, that's way too much. The janitorial complex can't handle that. kind of a load.
Not at all. But congratulations, Oma, retaining your championship in the Elimination Chamber. Even though statistically you were...
You had the advantage.
Yeah, I don't know why. It always just works out that way.
Makes sense if you don't think about it.
Thank you. Well, after that big match... Oh, wait, sorry. I'm interrupting her.
Yeah, Biff Sneeze Vanessa is in the ring again.
And it's for the Northern Eastern Wrestling Alliance Hardcore Championship.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. This is for the Big Ham Championship.
Big Ham!
TV Kid is taking on Kirito. Kirito, he's been cleaned up pretty well.
Yeah, a little back to tank sink in there, and he's good to go again.
Maybe he found a health potion out back?
Possibly.
Okay, all right. Now, I wonder, normally the person coming out second comes out with a weapon, and they jump right out there. Does TV Kid, you don't think TV Kid would do that?
Absolutely, I think he would.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, he would.
I'm not
Totally
betting on
would.
if he's going to do it. It's how far he's going to let Kirito get to the ring and what he's going to bring out with him.
Yeah. I mean, he's got the championship with him. But will he bring the Nutcracker?
He may. You never know.
Will he bring the Black Bat of Death?
Go classic with the steel chair.
Ooh. Maybe a kendo
I'm
stick.
amazed he's letting
He's letting Kirito
get all the way to the ring.
This is surprising. Absolutely surprising. He's letting Kirito have a full entrance. All right. Well, the lights come back up. I'm surprised he didn't come out here early.
Big Ham tradition. Showing his disdain.
So absolutely.
Crowd is pissed.
But here he comes, ladies and gentlemen. The Big Ham champion himself, TV Kid. That's pretty sweet. Oh, Kirito starts running. He's running up to meet him.
He drops the belt.
Oh, TV Kid with the reversal. Kirito with a reversal.
Just fighting their way back up the ramp.
Kirito dragging TV Kid all the way. Oh.
Takes too much time. Kid gets out of it.
TV Kid picks up the belt.
It's
It's 22 pounds. It's a heavy-ass belt.
Able to duck under it, get out of it.
But TV Kid, oh!
Huge drop kick.
Double knee strike. Picks up his belt once again.
Oh! Just slaps him across the face with it.
22 pounds of championship material right there. Lays it down in the ring. Basically throwing the challenge. If you want it, come get it.
Completely telling him to get up.
He's demanding a fight.
The hat has come off.
He's in serious mode now. Oh! Oh, again! Right
Continues
across
to
the
just
face.
Belt slap him.
Kirito taking an immense amount of punishment right now.
Absolutely an immense amount of punishment. After being in a punishing match earlier, TV Kid gets him up. Oh, but Kirito with the reversal. Kirito, DDT.
Drops him straight to the top of his head.
Oh, the black sword this early?
He wants this done. Oh, and he hits it.
And then he goes for the pin.
TV Kid,
It's legal, but 1, 2. TV Kid kicks out. It's legal. I think Kirito just wants to go after the championship.
Kirito just wants the title. He's already had one fight tonight. He's looking to end this. Oh my goodness.
Kirito saying, I think you dropped something, and returns the belt right back to TV Kid.
Absolutely devastating shot.
Kirito.
Looking underneath the ring.
Because, of course,
he finds a ladder. What is he going to do with a ladder here?
Other than
give it to TV Kid.
Ladder beats belt, apparently.
You have a lot more range with a ladder.
That's true. Oh, another shot with the ladder.
Just devastating Kirito.
TV Kid is here. The belt falls out of the ring.
The disrespect to the belt is unreal.
It is the Hardcore Championship, though.
It's almost appropriate if it's covered in blood.
Yes. Oh! Flips him onto the ladder. Super kick!
Jeez!
TV Kid showing why he is the Big Ham champion. Kirito just stops at the ropes like, nope.
Kirito, did he learn the Reaper's Scythe? Clothesline. Another clothesline. Off the ropes, drop kick.
Sets TV Kid down.
Kirito rolls into the out, checks underneath. Is he finding another weapon?
Oh, he's got a kendo stick. He's got a sword.
TV Kid dives out of the way, hits a rolling elbow.
No good.
And TV Kid with the kendo stick now. Oh!
Right between the eyes.
That cut from earlier has got to be. That was cracked open.
Disarm and repost right there.
Oh, TV Kid with the reversal and a drop kick. I don't know what that was.
A huge spear-looking thing?
Oh, TV
What's he
Kid
setting up?
gets Kirito up on the shoulders, drops him down. One-winged angel.
It's a good way to tear all the muscles in his back.
Yeah. TV Kid. He's not finished with Kirito just yet.
Well, Kirito's still conscious, so he can't be finished with him.
Oh!
Kirito dumps him straight out of the ring.
Says he's finished with this. Kirito
Goes
gets
up
to the
top.
top rope. He does. And
Oh!
oh my God.
Catches the ladder.
He was going to try to put the ladder through TV Kid's head. That was lined up beautifully. I'm surprised none of us noticed it.
Oh, big boot after hanging him off the barricade.
Kirito goes for the pin again. Just a one count.
It's only going to make TV Kid mad.
Oh, it clearly has.
Dishonoring but the tradition of the big ham.
That's exactly right. Kirito swings him out, going for the... Oh, that's it, ladies and gentlemen.
TV Kid defends the belt.
On a pressed ham.
White-handedly as well.
Tried to set up that one-wing angel early on, but the second time he was able to nail it. Kirito, that's disrespectful. That's a disrespectful shot.
And then to try and pin.
Then go for the pin? No. There
Several
it
times
is.
during the match. Like I said, we can only account that to him having already fought one championship and just wanting to get it over with.
That's true. I mean, it is a legal way to win the match.
Here is your winner, and still.
But congratulations, TV Kid. Still holding on to that Big Ham Championship.
Champion, TV Kid.
Proving it's not the size. It's how you use it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this next match is for the New England Wrestling Alliance Tag Team Championship. Phantasm taking on Brooklyn Bratva.
Now, we have seen these two teams collide before, and every time Brooklyn Bratva has been able to come out on top.
Absolutely.
They are, see, Earl's ready. Earl knows what's about to happen here. This is about to be brutal.
But Phantasm has shown over the last, 6 weeks, 6 straight matches, all wins.
Oh, they are absolutely here, ready to fight. They are hungry for this belt.
That they are.
They are a tag team force to be reckoned with, that's for sure. But the amount of teamwork and the amount of time spent together that Bratva has,
Exactly.
I mean,
at the same time, it does seem that Brooklyn Bratva is kind of carried by PJ DeSilvia.
Well, you could say that. I mean, even after Scatgate, that whole incident. It's
Scatgate. That's what we're calling it now.
Well, if you have another code name for
We call it the accidental number 2.
Okay. Either way, a large Russian man destroying a pair of shorts and potentially his opponent.
and changing Robbie's life forever.
Yeah,
Forever.
he hasn't been right. Hasn't been right. You notice Robbie is suddenly in the Chowdah Championship and not working so much as a tag team. He just doesn't want to get involved in that kind of scenario.
He doesn't want to find himself getting taken to Browntown once again.
Oh, no one wants to see that happen. Anyway, this is for the New England Wrestling Alliance Tag Team Championship. Look at those beautiful belts. We put all $35 of our budget into them.
All 35?
All 35.
I thought we were going to have enough to get Huggies.
No.
Sean and Nightmare. The
Who's getting Huggies?
Grimalik.
Well, that's out of his personal budget.
Haas.
It comes out of the paycheck. Everybody knows that.
It comes out of somewhere else. That's the problem.
By weight of 580 pounds, they are the Eastern Champions, Kitty Love and the Scorpion, weapons of mass destruction.
Yes, there is a lot of mass destruction between the two of them.
See, I think Grimlick's main role is to take as much damage
I honestly feel that way.
as he can, so that way PJ can stay
Fresh.
in fighting condition and finish the match.
Yes.
Waiting
I
to
think
get
by
that
himself,
one power
PJ
punch
would,
out.
PJ would be left stranded
Here we
without.
Oh,
Grimlick.
double spear to start the match. Another spear. Oh, fucking kindly, Kazan. PJ finally goes down. PJ picks up Kazan,
And
plants him
just
hard.
A flurry of action to start off the match.
Right away. Just
Back and forth between
absolute
both
brawl inside the ring right now. Phantasm starts to get some control in this match, but PJ's not allowing it to happen. And it does.
returning the knees to Kazan.
PJ goes right to Nightmare. One rope, knee, other rope, knee.
Both Grimlick and the ref getting in the way, and Russian leg sweep.
Wouldn't be a New England Wrestling Alliance show without at least one.
Kazan.
Spear!
Huge kick to Grimlick. He wasn't paying attention, and PJ took advantage.
Oh, Brooklyn Bratva absolutely in control of this match. I thought Phantasm was going to, finally have a moment earlier on, but no, Brooklyn, absolute control.
Wouldn't count them out. Phantasm has come back from worse, but Brooklyn Bratva just has a way of controlling the ring.
That's absolutely true.
Off the ropes.
Hangs
choke.
Kazan right up,
PJ immediately picks him up.
targeting Nightmare.
Oh,
Kazan
Kazan with the
moving
reversal.
quickly.
PJ with the reversal. PJ sets up. Oh, what is PJ's? Oh. Drops Kazan hard. Spear from Nightmare on the outside.
Oh, Kazan
Oh.
broken wide open.
Grimlick reversed
How can
outside.
you tell?
Huge strikes. Picks Nightmare up and sets him down.
PJ with a
Oh.
giant clothesline into the corner. Continues just to beat Kazan.
Oh,
And a
another
huge
spear. This match is all about the spears tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
Just taking out the solar plexus, keeping
Boom.
your opponent off their feet.
But Kazan pops right back up, blocks the punch from PJ.
Grimlick.
Grimlick setting something up.
Oh!
Drives his elbow down onto Nightmare's throat.
Like up to the top rope. What's he doing? Elbow
Big
drop.
elbow drop. The
That's
fat man
good.
wise.
That's a good way to collapse someone's chest.
Absolutely collapsed lung, probably. Nightmare somehow able
Huge
to.
swing. Flips the big man over.
Oh, another spear from PJ.
Again, a moment of boasting is a huge pounding of pain. PJ sends Nightmare into the corner.
Oh, he hangs him up. PJ. Oh, he isn't. He isn't
What
doing
is
it.
PJ doing? He's up, going to the very top. Is he going coast to coast?
He's going coast to coast.
Crosses himself as Kazan sends blows
All
flying.
the
and it's
way
all the
over.
way over. Clearly hurt himself on that too, but oh my goodness.
That can't. It's never a good landing. I don't care. There's no padding.
PJ.
Grimlick
Clothesline.
setting something
Kazan.
up. Gets reversed by Kazan and dropped down.
PJ breaks up the.
Tries for the pin. PJ is just in a swinging fury. Fast
Huge
hands. Barely misses a kick
Oh,
from behind
Grimlick
by Nightmare.
brings him up.
Drops him in the kitty litter.
Oh! Hard.
Oh, and a stone hand from PJ. This
One,
may be it for Phantasm.
2, No! Nightmare kicks out.
But is
1,
Kazan gonna
2,
get it?
3. No!
Oh, 2 and
Kazan
2.
kicks out.
Grimlock setting something up again.
Nightmare.
Is he dropping him into? No.
Dropping him in the kitty litter. Does it again. Goes for the pin. 1, 2. No.
Still
He
2.
kicks.
Nightmare is an absolute beast.
Oh, another stone hand right to the left temple of Kazan. PJ rolls up, rope break immediately.
Rope break.
Nightmare gets a hold of Grimlock, trying to fight back. Look at the
got-
power of him holding him up like
Oh!
that.
And spins him out into a draw. Goes for the pin. 1. Just a 1.
PJ sent flying out of the
You
ring.
need to do-
Phantasm has managed to separate Brooklyn Bratva.
This is what they've been needing to do this
Nightmare
entire
top.
spinning off the top. Holy
Huge.
slam.
Straight onto Grimlock.
Oh. Will he go for the pin here? No, he does not.
Kazan,
Distracted by
PJ,
PJ.
who comes storming back in.
Spear.
Spears
Dirty
it right
spear.
across Grimlock.
That is dirty. PJ gets Kazan back up and lays him out hard with a clothesline
Some
there.
blood on PJ's fist there. I don't know if that's from Kazan
Oh.
or himself.
Or did he injure himself? I don't know. Kazan with a reversal, sending PJ to the outside, but he brings him right back in. Kazan just
Grimlock
working Nightmare too. Grimlock working Nightmare.
Kazan continuing. Oh, reversed by PJ with a shoulder check.
Huge reversal by Nightmare. Grimlock's outside the ring. He's down.
Nightmare going to the top ring.
PJ, does he know that he's the
Is
only
he
one
targeting
in
the
the ring?
big man?
He is, and he
Oh. Lays him out
Clothesline.
outside the ring.
hits him. They're both hurting after that one, though.
Grimlock up like nothing happened. What's going on?
Bear power.
Stone hands inside the ring. Stone hands from PJ to Silvio. Goes for the pin. 1, 2,
That is
3.
it. Brooklyn Bratva retains the belts.
It is the end for Phantasm.
A brilliant, brilliant run by Phantasm brought to a stone cold stop.
It's the stone fists, stone hands. You can't mess with that. That will stop anybody.
And Kazan took 3 of those.
Exactly.
3. But 3 and you're out, apparently. Literally.
Sometimes it's 1 and you're out.
Nightmare was dropped in the kitty litter twice.
And still got up.
Like nothing happened.
Wrestling Alliance Tag Team
Guaranteed Brooklyn Bratva has not heard the last from Phantasm. They're almost sure to contest this and
It's
demand
got
a
to.
rematch.
Got to. Or they got so injured that they're going to crawl away for a while. Who knows?
Look at PJ's hand.
Again, not sure if that's from his knuckles or if that's off of Kazan's face, who was opened up early in the match.
What a match.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Northern Eastern Wrestling Alliance World Championship.
That's right. This is the main event.
Dun dun dun.
The N.E.W.A Championship. Baki is taking on the Reaper.
Now this has been growing for a very long time, and Baki, surprisingly, has been climbing the ranks very quickly.
Yes.
Earning this match against the champion.
You know, at first he was demanding retribution for what happened to Uncle Freddy, and then just the Reaper saw that Baki wanted him. He saw that Jacob wanted to go after him, so he made the two of them go after each other first.
Using your enemies against each other is always a great villainous tactic.
Exactly.
And now he's got to worry that Baki's in good enough shape after, facing off against Jacob that he can take him out easily.
Exactly. And Baki's kind of on a roll here.
Yeah, kind of on a roll, but he still had the last time he faced the Reaper, it was not pretty.
No, it was not.
Matter of fact, I think his neck is still messed up from the Reaper's scythe. We'll have to see. He's got to be a little bit nervous about this, though, but he seems awfully pumped up, and the crowd's behind him.
You know, after last week's win, Baki is kind of got that self-confidence back again. He's ready. And, I mean, this time the championship is on the line.
And if he gets it, he'll finally get the money to get those pockmarks in his face fixed.
It's
Very important to him.
That's not dimples. It's freckles. He's got freckles.
He's not Irish. That's not freckles, man. I don't care what story he's telling you. That is not freckles.
It's freckles. It's got to be freckles, man.
I think you're freckles, man.
No, you're what? No, what?
Up comes the smoke. Here comes the Reaper rising.
He's coming out alone. He does not have any of his,
I think the rest of his cohort is still laid up in the hospital.
Well, they're getting taken out multiple times this past couple of weeks.
Or they're waiting in the crowd ready to pounce.
You never know.
Who knows?
Under the ring.
Yeah.
Just in case Baki wins.
That would be definitely something that would happen in N.E.W.A. Somebody goes under the ring in order to find a sledgehammer or a kendo stick or something like that. Instead, they pull out a teammate.
Like, what?
Hey. I found a Dr. Fear, and he just hits him with Dr. Fear,
Slender, what are you doing in here?
Swing Slender like a sledgehammer.
or like a whip cracks him. That's why he's wrapped in all those bandages, just so you can tie it off on your wrist real quick.
God of War.
Yeah, absolutely. Chain blades of Sparta all of a sudden. But let's stop giving Reaper any ideas. He's already got enough unlicensed pyro he's about to unleash.
That's exactly right. Oh?
Wait for it. I must fart first, and...
Oh, did he get rid of it?
Maybe he did. He's taking his station seriously, keeps the pyro out of it.
All right. No pyro for him for a change.
Doesn't want to mess up that beautiful ring. Even he appreciates that.
I see that. It is in a beautiful ring. But this is...
Introducing the challenger from Tokyo, Japan, weighing in at
Tokyo.
360 pounds, the great
I think I'm turning Japanese. I really think so.
making his way to the ring from the other side of darkness.
Pleased to meet
Weighing
you.
in
Hope you
at
guessed my name.
420 pounds, he is the Northern Eastern Wrestling Alliance World Champion.
He is the Reaper.
He will
The
claim all of these
Reaper.
souls at some point.
It's the HRIC. Head Reaper in charge.
Will he turn the belt over without killing this ref? He does. Okay.
You are a very lucky man.
He's
Shows
re-
Baki.
Sometimes he's just wiped out the refs right then and there.
Quick smiting keeps them on their toes.
Exactly.
This ref just wants to be done. He didn't sign on for this BS
I
tonight.
want to go home. And ladies and gentlemen, let's go. Baki starts off with some strikes and goes right for the back.
Comes out quick.
But of course, he's got to show off for the crowd. Kid's got a problem with that. Oh, Reaper goes for the pin. Not even a 1 count.
Showing a little disrespect there.
Starts to put the boots to the kid.
Picks him up and slams him down.
Huge power from the Reaper.
This is championship. Big match championship Reaper right here.
Reaper to his feet.
Exchanging blows.
Oh, Superman punch. And then sits down in the corner.
Asking Baki if that's all he's got.
Wow.
This is the best
Up over
challenger that they got for me.
Boom, right into the
Face
mat.
first.
Immediately pulls him straight to his feet again.
Baki reverses, sending Reaper up over the ropes.
Gives him a huge hook.
Huge hook.
Follows him outside. Start the count.
Oh, into the stairs.
Baki and Reaper just attempting to destroy one another right now.
legs going into the barricade. Baki rolls back in.
Ref gets to a 4 count.
Breaks
Baki
the
right
count.
to the back, right back out. Oh! Clothesline!
Dropped him like a tree.
And then a wonderful leg drop to follow it up. Baki sends Reaper back
Tosses
into the
him
ring.
Back inside. Follows him right back in. What's he got planned?
Reaper, not much movement.
Baki sends him to the corner. Follows it up with a clothesline. Up onto the shoulders. Tucks the head. Oh!
Right on his neck.
Baki just continuous onslaught of the Reaper, giving him no rest.
Baki has decided to really bring it here.
Champ moves. Gives him a quick shot. Very methodical.
The champ is targeting Baki. Oh! Baki with a elbow strike. Misses. He missed with that chop.
Flips the Reaper right over his
Showing
back.
the power of the upper body.
The Reaper was not prepared for Baki to be showing up like this week.
Couple
Another
of
leg
Bruce Lee
drop.
strikes, drops Reaper down to the ground.
And then just stands over
Works
him
his
for a
shoulder
moment.
for a moment.
Baki catches him,
Huge
sends him
hook
out.
into rising knee.
Oh, that Reaper just collapsed like a rag doll. He is twitching, though. He is twitching, so he's okay.
Baki helps him to his feet.
Reaper with the reversal.
May have been a mistake.
Sends Baki to the far side where they take the ref
Drops
out.
the ref. Throw bump in the middle. Baki comes out, fists and feet are flying.
Oh!
Taking the Reaper apart bit by bit.
Shows off to the crowd. The young man is getting excited here. Baki throws Reaper up over the rope. Oh.
What's he doing?
Oh, what does he have planned here? Reaper
Takes
up.
him
Oh,
up.
all the way over.
From the second row.
That is some serious upper body strength.
In balance.
Just pulls him up and over.
Crowd losing their minds.
As quietly as they can, though.
They're very muffled. They've been yelling a lot, so they have laryngitis.
Baki
Oh,
plants the Reaper pretty hard. Baki is looking to cause as much damage as he possibly can here.
just going after the Reaper, beating him senseless.
He's
He does
not-
know this isn't a big hand match, right? This is personal for him.
Well, I mean, he's still looking for revenge for what happened to Uncle Freddy.
Oh, drives Reaper's back right into that barricade.
Into the ring and back out of the ring, breaking the count.
Yeah, the Baki is looking for revenge here.
And he seems to be getting it.
Yeah, just ragdolls Reaper right back in. Oh, busting up the knee.
Reaper does not seem to be the wrestler he was just a couple weeks ago. Baki's calling for Reaper to get back to his feet here.
And he is.
Baki,
Just to get put back down.
Tucks the head.
I mean, obviously done some training.
Baki has put in the effort now. Oh,
Huge
reversal from the Reaper. Reaper gets Baki up on the shoulders, drops him, plants him pretty well.
Sort of rolling maneuver there.
Goes for the pin.
Goes for the pin.
One. Just a 1 count. Reaper, how did his arms move like that? That was weird. But Reaper was unable to see why Baki was able to kick out. Might have something to do with the fact that the Reaper has not been on offense very much.
Oh, setting something up.
Reaper sets. Gives Baki one of his own style clotheslines.
1, 2. Just a
two
2 count,
kicks.
though.
Careful, ref.
Went
That's
for
how
the
you die.
Went for the Rainmaker, and it was not enough to put Baki out. There's a clothesline. Another clothesline off the ropes. Drop. Misses the drop kick.
Baki able to move out of the way.
Huge snap suplex.
Baki clubbing blows.
Body to body pressed.
Baki seems to be kind of in control right now. Reaper gets back to his feet. Baki collects the Reaper. But the Reaper swings through, hits him with that wow. Huge DDT there.
Follows him out.
Baki throws
Just
him
to
back
get
in.
sent
right
back
back
in.
in.
Oh, misses with that clothesline. Oh! That is a
Reaper
very,
just sends him right face first into the mat.
is that a variation of the scythe? Baki
Once
says,
again.
come out here and face me. And the Reaper follows him
Absolutely
quickly
does.
with
Oh.
a pedigree. Baki throwing the Reaper around after getting planted with that pedigree.
Showing his incredible strength.
Oh, the Reaper
Total disrespect.
ducks under,
Absolutely
slams
pissed.
it for 1. Hits him with the second one.
Is he going for the triple?
He's going to hit him with the third. There it is. Reaper gets Baki back to his feet. Baki,
Baki with a right hand reverse right there. Reaper with an uppercut. Staggers Baki.
Baki is left staggered, sent
Into
to the
the
corner. Oh, this is where Baki lost it last time. Super kick. Baki collapses.
Absolutely crumples.
Reaper drags him towards the center of the ring. Just goes for the pin here. Not even a 1 count. What?
Baki's just getting to his second win here, so
Unbelievable reserves of strength in this young
That's-
man.
Crazy. The Reaper is just out of his mind right now.
Clearly doing some weird crab walk thing, trying to be creepy and evil. And kind of working, actually.
It
That's really
usually
creepy.
works. Oh,
what was this?
what? Whispered sweet nothings in his ear, and Baki reversed him.
Tucks the head again, dropping him down on his neck.
Oh my goodness, that's gotta hurt. The ref watching Reaper for signs of life.
Baki backs off for a second. Big roundhouse kick. Baki collects. No! Reaper sends Baki over the rope, but Baki hangs on. Oh. Up over it. DDT!
Oh,
Right onto the side of the apron.
The hardest part of the ring. Reaper sends Baki back into the ring.
setting up. What's he doing?
Oh. What is he setting up here?
Oh, not again. Twice?
Oh!
Full body flop. Baki
Just
slimes his way out. It just
melts out of the ring.
Baki sends Reaper back
quick
into the ring.
reverse.
Baki with a series of strikes here.
Huge
Oh.
rising knee. Launches Reaper.
All the way out of the
Dumps
ring.
the champ out.
Followed by Baki. Baki. Clothesline. Oh, Rainmaker! Rainmaker on the outside.
It's a shame he's going to have to pick him up to throw him back into the ring
Oh.
for that to count.
I know. That is what Baki is doing here. No, he sends him into the barricade, then back into the ring.
Yeah, one for your mother, apparently.
Yes. Baki collects Reaper, sends him out. Rising knee!
That might be it. That might be it for the champ right there. No, he gets back to his feet.
Oh, he swings off the rope. Curb stomp!
Oh!
Catches Baki.
Blood flies everywhere as Baki is opened up.
Reaper, what is he setting up here? Oh, elbow strike after elbow strike. Oh, will it ever end?
Oh, ref, step in.
And that's 10. Goes for the pin. No, not even a 1 count.
Baki just fights right through it.
Reaper, what is he setting up here? Another curb stomp. Baki just immediately reaching for the ropes. Locked into it. Oh, rope break. Was that a dick kick?
I think it was.
Yeah, that was.
I think at this point, Reaper is just trying anything to stop this young man.
Oh. Hard right hand. Clothesline from Baki. Have the tides changed? Will we be having a new champion tonight?
Reaper with a reverse as Baki gets the ropes.
It's Baki up. Hangs him over the rope.
Hang him down. Here comes the face plant.
Oh, it's happening.
Smash!
There it is. Baki right back to his feet. Goes for the clothesline. Misses. Reversed by Reaper. But Reaper just sets him down.
Drops him.
I don't even know what that was.
I have no words for it. None at all.
Reversed by Baki. Baki fights through. Spins him out. Rising knee. Baki. Pin him. Pin him, kid. Reversed by Reaper. Reaper. Close. Up. And another curb stomp.
Look at Baki. He is absolutely gushing blood.
The Reaper is winded. Who will finish this match? Who will die? Can Baki continue to last? Another series of elbow drops.
Just trying to lay the punishment on him.
Almost like, kid, why did you even think you could compete at my level? I am the Reaper. No one stands against me. Except for PJ DeSilvio, you know.
And a few others who have kicked his ass.
And we don't talk about the other one. Reversed by Reaper, by Baki.
A bro bump.
Huge
Reaper.
boot. Another huge boot.
Spins him out. Goes for the pin. 1, 2, 3.
That is it. Reaper
retains his championship.
Must
here.
have hit something subtle on that last one because that wasn't a very powerful slam at the end, but Baki didn't even reach for the ropes.
No, he did not.
Sometimes it's that perfect hit that'll do you in.
Just the cumulative damage that he's put in on him.
I mean, the ribs were just getting beat up on and then slammed on your back soon after.
His neck must have been absolutely destroyed.
Oh,
there's
that
definitely
too.
neck and skull fracture damage going on with the amount of times he brought his head down under that boot.
The blood loss that Baki had.
That alone could have been what did him in.
Well, congratulations, Reaper.
The Reaper.
Still champion. Baki, you did good, kid. I mean, you did good.
It was a valiant battle, but could
When it
not
comes to
slay
the Reaper.
dragon. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I want to say thank you for checking out today's episode. Give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, join that notification squad, and we'll see you guys next time.